Everyone, welcome to the next episode of this series. In this episode, we are going to talk about triggers and basically what they are and why they are super useful. Alright, so before we dive in, we want to actually just want to explain a little bit about the trigger links and the difference between triggers and trigger links. So trigger links are the specific type of links that ENTRESoft generates around your URLs. So you basically can create specific code that triggers something when the user clicks on that specific links. I'll show you how you can actually make those. So let's say you have an offer and you want to know when the user click on that offer or how many users click on that. So we go ahead and click on marketing, and there's a section called trigger links. We click on trigger links. Here you can see that there are a bunch of trigger links that I have created. You can go ahead and simply click on add link, and let's say this is your offer, your high ticket offer actually, because that's the only thing that we want to deal with and sell. And then let's say this is the URL, and then you hit save. There you go. Now remember this, because this is going to be used inside the triggers. Now what we want to do, we want to create triggers. What is triggers? So triggers are specific actions that are going to be like an if-else kind of thing. So we telling this. So what are triggers? Triggers are basically like an if and else command that we're telling the system to do something if something else has been happened. So it's going to make more sense once I actually do it and show it in action to you. So let's go ahead and click on in order to create one, we click on triggers on the left sidebar. As you can see, I have tons of triggers already in here. So it's the way that we create them, it's similar to the campaign. So we create a folder first, and this is going to be my awesome trigger. So the way, as you might have noticed, the way that I like to name my things are based on the ticket or the offer that I have, and I'll keep them all the same. So I build the funnel based on the name awesome funnel, then I build my marketing campaign and name it awesome campaign, and now I'm doing my triggers and I'm naming it awesome triggers. Click on save, and here we go. This is the awesome triggers. Now the first trigger that I want to do, I want to tell the system that if someone signs up to my awesome funnel, I want to tag them, because I want to know who is interested in Entre Institute that I'm selling for that awesome through that awesome funnel, who wants to join Entre Institute. So I want to tag them and know them and differentiate them from the different offers that I have. So that would be the first thing that I want to do. So I go ahead and click on add trigger. I'm gonna name this tag, basically add tag, and I'm gonna select the folder awesome triggers, hit save. There we go. This is where we actually tell the system what should trigger this rule and what action should happen. So the first thing that we want to do, we want to tell the system, okay, the thing that triggers this, the rule actually that need to be set before triggering this is someone needs to submit a form, which means someone needs to go and put their first name and email address inside that funnel and contact form that we have. So go ahead and click on this. Then the system asks you, okay, what is the form, which form you are choosing, because we have a bunch of forms. So we're going to tell them that this is going to be the awesome form. That's pretty much it. So we basically saying that which event should trigger this automation, form submitted, and it says, okay, define what form. We say if the awesome form is submitted, then we want to add an action. We tell it we wanted to add a contact tag, and it says, okay, what is your contact tag? I'm going to tell them interested in joining Entre, for example. And then I click on this, make sure that you click on this so it gets set, and there we go. That's this trigger. So what we do, we click on save, and the last thing, we want to make sure that this is activated. Now I'm going to show you how you can actually test this, so and how this is actually works in real world. So what we need to do actually, we need to launch our funnel, sign up, and see if this triggers actually is working. So we go to funnels and website, click on funnels, we go to our awesome funnel, and we simply launch this funnel. If you remember, we need to click on this blue icon, top right, and the funnel comes up. Let's go ahead and just sign up. I'm just going to click on download free ebook. Just going to put some name and some email address, and then I'm just going to click on download your free ebook. I'm not going to continue with this. I'm just going to quickly jump back to ENTRESoft, and now we need to go to contact and see if that user has been added. Contact and smart list, and there you go, the user has been added and we have that tag. Boom! How great is this? Now think about this, how much more power you have. So basically what's going to happen next is I want to add this person to the pipeline. If you remember, one of the first lessons that we did inside our membership is like how to create a pipeline and why the pipeline is important. So I'm going to show you how you can actually add this person to the pipeline. So let's go ahead and click on triggers again, and let's add a new trigger. We want to call it add to pipeline. Sorry, excuse my spelling. And let's go ahead and click on awesome triggers, click on save, and this time we want to say, now that the user got that tag, we want to say, okay, if a contact tag has been added and that contact tag is interested in ENTRESoft. So this is alphabetic. Let's see. There you go. Interested in joining Entre. Then I want you to add them, add or update the opportunity. And this is the Entre opportunity. Actually, it would be better if you call it the awesome opportunity, but yeah, let's leave it as this. Select the stage. I want to put it inside the requested ebook because that's the first thing that they say. The opportunity name, that's fine. Source, if you're getting it from any specific traffic source, you might want to put them in here so you can differentiate them. The lead value is something that you can figure out down the line, but for the purpose of this video and because I know my numbers for this specific Entre offer, I'm going to put like $150. And the status for this lead is open because they just showed an interest, they haven't bought anything, and we just want to get in contact and see if Entre is a suitable training for them or not. Once we do that, we just hit save, and once again click on activate. Now let's see if we can test this one as well. So let's go ahead and let's go back to our funnels, awesome funnel, and let's launch this funnel one more time and sign up with a new person. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. Just gonna put some random name and email, put a number so it's easier to see. Clicked on download, this comes up, and now let's go ahead back in ENTRESoft and let's again first check the contact and smart list. Boom, the person is there, they have the tag. Now let's see if we have them inside our funnel, so pipeline. So let's go ahead inside the opportunities, click on that, make sure that the person is there. Boom, as you can see, the person is here. You can actually click on them and it gives you all the details, so the email, where are they, everything. How cool is that? And this is basically down the track we can actually have more triggers. So now you might asking, okay, how this person is going to get my emails? That is going to be another trigger. So you want to, once the person join, you want to add them to the campaign. I'm going to show you in a sec how to do that. So again, we go back into the triggers, we add a new trigger, call this add to campaign, select the folder. This one is going to be awesome triggers again. hit save. Now what we want to say if that person again got the same contact tag, which means that they've already joined, or you can even say if they the form submitted, because they're pretty much the same thing. If the form is submitted and the form is my awesome form, I want you to add them to a campaign. And it says, okay, what campaign? And I'm going to say awesome follow-up. And then I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to make it activate. Again, same thing. You can go to the funnels and website and test it for yourself. I'm not going to waste time on that, but this is how that's going to work. Now, the next one that I want to show you is how that trigger links, remember that trigger links that I talked about at the beginning of this video? How is that going to work? So that is going to be the next one. So let's go ahead and create another trigger. This one I want to call it clicked a link, for example, or a specific link like your VSL link. And again, we put it inside the awesome triggers. Click on save. Now this time we want to find out a trigger link clicked. There you go. Add a filter, trigger link, and we want to find the name, and we say, okay, your high ticket offer. You remember that trigger links that we created? Click on that. We want to say, okay, if they click on this, that means that they're actually interested, so they watch the VSL video. So I want to move them. So add an update opportunity, moving them inside the Entre pipeline, and this time I want to put them inside the watch the VSL video. And again, the status is still open and the values is still $150. And by the way, you can actually add multiple things as well. And let's say you want to say, okay, I would also like to tag them. I was like, okay, that's cool. Add an action, choose an action, add a contact tag, and then I want to say watch the high offer ticket video, something like that. Click on this, boom, you can add more action if you want to. And don't forget, top right, save, draft, and activate. So I hope you enjoy this one, and also I really hope that you kind of understand the power of this thing and how much easier this makes it for you. I used to do this inside Aweber, and I used to like tag everyone, different tags based on the because Aweber has its own kind of automation, but it was so much work and keep tracking of different tags, different automation, creating different segments and do all those kind of things. But in here, in ENTRESoft, it makes it like this. Once you set this and activate it, boom, it's just automated everything. And again, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any question, anything, just make sure you know how to find me. Comment down below or just send me an email. I'm always here to help. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.